Good morning and welcome. It's Wednesday, the 31st of August. I am Flat Cap Callum and I'm hoping you are all very, very well. Okay, busy video today because we've got the golf, so we'll do the review of yesterday. We'll do today's bets, £20 day, standard stake day. It's 3 lucky 15s is where we've gone. So I will go through those. There were some big prices today, so I am going to go after some big chunky prices. So that can always end in doom, or some of you might be very excited. Who knows? So I'll go through those bets, and then we've got the golf bets. It's £10. It's I haven't quite got a lucky 15 on the side bet this week for the golf, so I've done it as a Trixie, and I've done more in outright markets. But it's the same £10 golf bet we would normally do. All right, yesterday, how did we do? 10 on, I got it as 12.72 back, but it will vary definitely on when you put the bet on rather than bookmaker. So first leg, ticket to Alaska, that wasn't the right one, so that wasn't very good. Rita Rana got right backed into 9-4. I mean, that was 15-2 the night before, 6-1 in the video in the morning, 9-4 it went off. And yeah, got too far back and couldn't make up the ground. It snagged third. Then Painless Potter, again, 7s the night before, 6 on the video, 11-2 as the SP, and turned over the 1-16 favourite. So I didn't pick it thinking, it's very likely to do that, but you never know with these things. So that was a winner. Uncle Henry went from the front and was disappointing. And then Dream Deal, that got backed in as well, ended up going off at 12-1. It was 18s the night before, drifted in the morning, and then went down into 12s. So 12.72 is what I got back. The later you put the bet on, the less likely you were to make a profit. So I'm hoping anyone in the morning would have got those on and got very, very similar prices, if not the same prices. What I would always say is, if you are going with a bookmaker that is not getting bog, in generally terms, I would say take the SP. For my selections and my bets, take the price. So if you don't have the option of bog, take the price. Whether that's Skybet, whether you're going into a shop, because more of my horses end up shorter than they do in the morning than the other way around. There are always ones that drift, but more of them get backed in the morning. After the video, I'm not saying it's because I'm putting them on my video. People are backing them in. But statistically speaking, more of them shorten up. So you're better off taking the price for my selections. I wouldn't advise that if it was your own selections. As a general rule, SP is better than taking the price. But for my selections, take the price if you don't have the option of best price guarantee. So that was what we had yesterday. It got us back a couple of pounds that was lost on Monday. So I'm scratching my face a lot. And so today, what have we got? Well, yeah, it's one of them days. It's the same on the horses as the golf today, where I was fine with the selections, but I kept chopping and changing which way around. So, one thing is, as always, to get the right selections, then it's to get them in the right bets. So, hopefully I've done both today, but you never know. So, starting off with this one, 120 Southwell, Sourdour, I really don't know how you pronounce that. Sodeo, something like that, 10-1. We'll see on commentary how bad I've got. I mean, literally, as you know, my pronunciations are terrible. Doesn't matter what language, it can even be in English, and I still can't read it. 130 Lingfield, then Harbour View, 17-2. Then I've got 440 Worcester, almost gold at 20s, and 755 at Hamilton, Mac Ailey, 13-2. Definitely this bet is recommended with Sky. The next one, very, very important, will be 365, but this bet is Sky. 20p each way lucky 15, 25p each way single on almost gold. I was looking at a few extra singles today because I've got some bigger prices, and yeah, that's where I've centered on. I've put a little single on that one. So that's £6.50 you bet for bet one. The next bet, definitely 365 recommended, definitely. So for the channel, all my bets are placed through a Skybet account specifically for the channel, but where on days and bets where I think there are better perms with different bookmakers, I would advise this is a strong 365 advisory. So 140 Wolverhampton Sweet Dime 10 to 1, 330 Lingfield Optimistic Belief at 40 to 1, 350 Southwell Hesme 25 to 1, and the 655 Hamilton Ain't No Sunshine 40 to 1. I've done it as a smaller stake, 15p, because some of these are risky, definitely. These are all, I've got another one in the next bet that's a big price, but I think is better. But 15p each way, lucky 15, and I've got 325p each way singles on the bottom three. The reason it's 365 is I went through and did all the bet, but this leg 1 and leg 3, which I was going to put in anyway, they are standard terms 2 places, because there is six runners in those races. 365 are paying first 3. So this and this definitely make this bet 365 better. Quite a few bookies are 4 on this one, and this has got no extra places. So I'm putting this bet on with Skybet, and I'm saying I'm happy with the bet from a Skybet point of view. But if you've got 365 as an option, definitely 365 it, because you're going to get paid third place on legs 1 and leg 3, which could well be useful in a bet like this. So that is bet 2. That is £6 your bet. And then the last bet for the horses. I went through all these Gowran Park handicaps, and I wasn't liking a lot, to be honest. So I thought at the start of the day I'd probably end up with a lot more Gowran Park, and I haven't. So this is Sky Advisory. At the moment, the Gowran Park races, the 3:55 and the 5 o'clock, are held at 16 runners. So Sky are 6, 365 and Paddy Power are 5. I'd imagine there'll at least be a non-runner, so I'm expecting them to be 5. So at the moment, Sky are best, with you've got an extra couple of places. But if those go down to 5 place only, then it makes 365 and Paddy Power better. Paddy Power are best price guaranteed on all of these races. So we've got 3:55 Gowran Park, Breezy's off 11s. Then 4 o'clock Lingfield Gavlar. That's my value horse for the day today. Gavlar at 40 to 1 in the 4 o'clock Lingfield. 4:25 at Gowran Park. I've split the leg, so I haven't done it for a while, but so it's basically 2 10p each really at lucky 15s, because I'm splitting the leg. So Double Martini is in one bet, and Life in the Fast Lane is in another bet, and then Cleverly's is the last leg at 12 to 1. So just to be super clear, so there's 2 lucky 15s on this bet, both 10p each ways. So lucky 15 one is Breezy's off at Gavlar, Double Martini in Cleverly's. And lucky 15 2 is Breezy's off at Gavlar, Life in the Fast Lane and Cleverly's. Additional single on Gavlar. I think those colours aren't very clear, are they? Additional single on Gavlar, that is 50p each way. And then additional double on Breezy's off and Cleverly's. Hopefully I've made that clear enough. But yeah, my colours haven't quite shown up today. So that makes it 750 in total. That is bet 3. That is the horses for the day. So that's our £20 bet for the day on the horses. If you want the golf, stay on the line. If you don't want the golf, cheerio, enjoy your day. I will be back in the morning. Thank you. All right, golf. So the main part of our golf bet is this. I was umming and ahhing about the Live and International at Boston, and I've done a single on that. But betting terms, 5 places with the field size, it's a better race. It's a better tournament than the Corn Ferry Championship in terms of statistics. So on paper, if you were going to double up a couple of tournaments, the Made in Himmerland, which is the European Tour one, and the Live one would be the best 2. But I quite liked these 3 in the Corn Ferry, and so yeah, it's not statistically the best way around to have done it, but I've done it like that. So in the Corn Ferry Championships, we've got Douwe van der Walt, 150s, Henrik Norlander, 45 to 1, and Fabian Gomez, 100 to 1. And then in Made in Himmerland, we've got Guido Miglozzi, 45 to 1, Marcel Schneider, 40 to 1, and David Horsey, 125 to 1. So that's 9 times 10p each way doubles. You put them all in your bet slip, and it give you 9 combinations of doubles. So 9 times 10p each way doubles, 30p each way singles on all of them except Douwe van der Walt, which is my preferred one. And those of you who were watching yesterday on the comments, I put Dowie van der Vaart up because it was 250 to 1 with Hills and Sky, Betfair and Paddy, and then the price went for Sky, the price went for Hills, still held for Paddy and Betfair. So I am advising this bet on balance. It's a better bet with Paddy Power. So on Paddy you get 250 on Dowie van der Vaart, same prices on those two. You get 50s, I think it's on Guido Maglozzi, but where you are losing out on Paddy is David Horsey. You're only getting 80 to 1. On balance, that's a better combination of bets. So do your David Horsey, get 125 for the single, but in terms of combination, the best bookmaker for those, because of the 250s on Dowie van der Vaart, is better off doing the combination bet on Paddy. So yeah, it feels like today all bets I'm advising different bookmakers, but I'm trying to help you out, try and take the best advantage where you can. All of my bets are placed through Skybet for the channel because it's the account I use. But if I was putting these on myself, I would be putting this on with Paddy Power. So hopefully that's clear. That's 580, so that's just over half of our golf stake is on that bet. And then yeah, the side bet stuff. I'm in an ahhing, and I've come up with a Trixie. I was looking at Lucky 15s, and even with the Trixie, it's tricky. So on Skybet, they didn't price up the top French market, which I would absolutely have had a look at. So what we've got is a Trixie all for the Made in Himmerland. Top Danish Soren Kjeldsen 14 to 1. I think it's a good price. The challenge with that is because the event's in Denmark, there is a lot of Danish players, and so the actual terms, first 3/4 of the odds, isn't very good. So yeah, it's not great terms. Then top Scottish David Drysdale 14 to 1. I'm happy with that, but you get a much better price on 365. It was 20 to 1 last time I looked on 365. And then top South African Brandon Stone 9s, you get 11s on 365. So I'm advising the Trixie on 365. Definitely you get a better price. I ummed and ahed about singles, and in the end I'm happy with where I've got to, but I've put out a better side bet once, but I'm happy with it. And then in the end I've just done an additional single, just have an interest in the Live Golf. Definitely for me, stand out in terms of prices is Carlos Ortiz at 33 to 1. So I've put 50p each way single on Carlos Ortiz at 50p at 33s. As I said, if you want to do golf combinations, doing the Live with the Made in Himmerland is the best combination of doing it, but I like the ones I've got on the Corn Ferry, even though the terms aren't as good. Okay, hopefully that's clear. I feel like I've banged out about lots of different bookmakers, and I haven't made anything too complicated in there. But there we go. If there's any questions or queries, shove it in the comments as usual. But yeah, we're at the last day of the month, so tomorrow's a new month, and we'll do a bit of a wrap up properly tomorrow. But yeah, it's been a right up and down month this month, and we are just about even for the month. So a good day today will finish us off nicely. A bad day might put us on the other side. So it'd be nice to have a nice return today. You just never know with this game when it's your turn or not. I'm trying to make the bets interesting. I'm also trying to make a bit of money, so it's getting that balance out there. All right, I'm stopping waffling right now. I'll let you carry on with your day. I'll see you in the morning. Thank you very much. Cheerio.